Hello, lovely viewers. Welcome to Gesmithealth Awareness on Variety TV3. It's been a while, yes, I know. I know you've missed me and I've missed you also. This show is all about leading you to a healthy lifestyle for a better future. I'm not doing this here only on Variety TV3. I have a WhatsApp channel that I share with you about our health. Every Saturday, I'll put the link in the description. Please, if this is your first time watching this channel, you are at the right place. Do stay and do subscribe as well. Sit back and stay and let's learn together. Variety TV3, home of unrestricted knowledge. So welcome. It's so pathetic how we sometimes conclude on the behaviors of people and judge them without knowing why and what's behind their actions. There are many people that are around us, they look well physically, but mentally they are battling with medical conditions. Instead of stigmatizing those people, I believe that we can support them by raising awareness and leading them to early detection that will help them to improve treatment. So you and I have a lot to do when it comes to raising health awareness. And today I have with me a 36-year-old married man whom I met during one of my clinical duties as a student nurse. Yes, in one of the facilities I went. I met this man at the psychiatric unit and his story touched me so much. So after everything, I went to him and congratulated him that, well, he has done well for accepting to come for therapy based on his story. And so I told him about my campaign about health awareness and he agreed to come and share with me his story. So today I have him on the line, and because of confidentiality sake, I am going to hide him from you and even change his voice. Yes, because this story is very sensitive, so we have to protect him. Are you ready? I know you can't wait to hear this story, right? Okay then. I have with me Mr. AC. For confidentiality sake, I'll call him Mr. AC on the line. Good day, Mr. AC. You're welcome.
Thank you, Miss Anna. I'm also glad to use my story for this channel to advise the audience. It's not like a case study.
That's right, Mr. AC. So kindly tell us how you ended up not to remind you of the painful past, though committing suicide, and how you survived.
Oh, no. It's fine. I'll be kind. For me, that's ready. It'll be able to.
Sir, very, sir.
So, this is my story. I'm a married man with 2 children. Before I met my wife, I was addicted to masturbation. A friend of mine from high school introduced me to watching porn, and since then, I became addicted to watching porn and masturbating alongside. Because of the addiction, I wasn't even interested in ladies. I was just okay with my addiction until my parents pushed me to get in my head at the age of 30. And this is how I met my wife. She was an active member in my church and a chorister too.
Oh, wow. And what was your role in the church?
Just a member, but I love music though. I wanted to join the choir. But addiction was pulling me back. And yeah, she sings very well. So we were already friends then. I can say she was the closest to me among other ladies in church.
Then I guess the music did the magic, right?
I guess so. So when my parents were pushing me into marriage, she was the only lady who came in mind, obviously. After I made my intentions known to her, we dated for 3 months and got married afterwards.
Just 3 months. Was that not too quick?
Yeah, it was. The pressure was getting on my last nerve, so I just had to allow things to flow smoothly.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, so during our dating period, we never had sex. Neither was watching porn and masturbating. because she got me busy, very busy in church and activities and programs.
Wow.
Yes, yes, Anna. She was actively occupied in my life. She was literally living in my space, not giving me the space to even have the thought of masturbating.
Hello, Mr. AC, are you there?
Yeah, I'm there.
Okay, please come again. I didn't hear you. Well,
I said, yeah, she was actively occupied in my life. She was literally living in my space. And, she wasn't giving me, that space to even have the thought of masturbating.
oh, okay. Then it really helps you to get your mind off this addiction.
Yeah, it did. Until the activity started reducing.
Wow. Reduction caused by you.
I would say both.
Really?
Yeah. So fast forward, one year into a marriage after welcoming our first child, my wife was not really getting that much time for me, and then was not so disciplined enough. I got back into watching porn of masturbation. So sad.
So you need to say from your dating period to 1 year in marriage, you never masturbated?
Oh yeah. Although I had a thought of on some occasions, especially when my wife was pregnant, I don't know how it disappears quickly.
Okay.
So I got back into the addiction, and this time around, it was unpleasant, like very unpleasant. I do it almost every day, and even at my workplace. Ha. I even added cheating to it, and it wasn't that I was happy with my actions. I was battling with guilt conscience. I was with my wife, crying and asked for her forgiveness, but she did not understand. She did not understand why I've been begging and asking for her forgiveness because I was scared of telling her that, I'm back into this addiction. She got to know of it when my secretary, my secretary at the office caught me red-handed at the office watching him masturbating, which was very bad and embarrassing. And she's friends with my wife, so I believe she told my wife about it. My wife confronted me and asked for the truth. And what a friend told her. And that was very difficult to accept the truth because, I feared to be divorced. But at the end of the day, I admitted it and she became a loggerhead with me. We were living in the same space, but we weren't talking to each other. And then, I left home to my friend's house and I was living there. I couldn't go to my parents because I didn't want them to be aware of my marital issues. I became very depressed, very depressed. Gradually, I resorted to drinking alcohol. I got myself drunk and remained at the party of sunrise the next day. I missed working hours. I really looked a mess. My friends advised me to go back to my matrimonial home and I did. Finish my life to present a divorce paper, but she can't continue this marriage. It was very sad, I cried and begged her. I truly loved my wife and I was not happy with my actions. I felt like a disappointment to her and then my parents, and also my reputation was at stake. I don't even know if I was ever going to come out of this addiction, which was pulling me back. I lost hope in my life too. I almost signed the divorce because I locked myself up in a room and used detergents to ingest.
Really? What were you thinking?
Yeah, that was my only option, and besides, I wasn't in the right frame of mind. I had a thought of taking my life. I did ingest it, sorry, and I felt so painful, like in my throat while swallowing it. And that was the first time, obviously. The next thing I saw was my wife standing next to me at the emergency ward at the hospital.
Wow. Then God saved you.
Yes, God really did. In fact, I was surprised. But I was not even happy after I realized I've been saved.
But really, why were you not happy?
Yeah, because I believe that everything is going on too. And the pain, the disappointment, and the failures that brought upon myself and family. But Little did I know that God intervened to me, to give me a chance at life to become a better person for my wife, children, my family, and the community as a whole. Yeah, so this is my story.
Wow. Very sad story, but ended in praise. Come to think of it, I met you for the first time at the psychiatric unit. How and why did you agree to see the psychiatrist? Because I believe most people find it very hard to visit that place, even though it's the right thing to do.
Yeah, okay, so the doctor and the nurses educated me on the need to seek, professional help and then therapy to recover fully from depression. And I agreed. I agreed to it. My wife also supported this decision, and then that's how I ended up being their client. I wanted to make my family proud as well.
Wow. All right, that was so good of the doctors and nurses. We are coming to the end of today's discussion. Okay. What advice would you like to give to my lovely viewers out there, especially men who are going through a lot but do not admit it to seek for help? Please, your final words for my lovely viewers.
Well, a lot of people are going through depression, and then my little advice that I would tell them is whenever you feel down, battling with emotional distress, or when you feel that your mental health is troubled, please don't wait for anything. Seek for professional help because it is the key to recovery. If you keep it to yourself, you might end up making a regrettable mistake. It is also important to know that most of the mental conditions are treatable. So, do not fear to admit you have a problem that needs professional intervention. These are my final words to your lovely viewers. And thank you so much for having me.
Oh, don't mention it. I also appreciate your resource being geared towards my show. Thank you and God bless you so much.
You're welcome, and then God bless you too. Bye.
Then bye. Wow. So, my lovely viewers, you heard everything right. He said, whenever your mental health is troubled, do not hesitate to seek for professional help because seeking for professional help is the way to recovery. And mind you, most of the mental health conditions are treatable, so do not fear to admit it and seek for professional help because, mind you, we are being troubled in many, many, many ways. You might see certain things lenient, but it can lead to something very, very, very big. It can lead to becoming what? A very big problem in the future. So let me know your take on this conversation in the comment section. Kindly do comment, subscribe and like and share to others. Next time when I come here on the Gesmithealth Awareness, I'm going to bring you something different. You know me, and you know this is Variety TV3. We are bringing you variety. Remember that your health is my concern. Thank you so much, and I believe that you have learned something about your mental health today. Thank you. See you next time. Bye.